If you're looking for one of the most underrated neighborhoods in San Francisco, you found it and we're in it. That's the Richmond District.
It has shopping, dining, parks as far as the eye can see, your minutes to the beach, my favorite restaurants, coffee shops, and lifestyle in all of San Francisco. Let's check it out.
All right, now we're here in the heart of the Richmond District. We're on Funston Avenue with some of the most grand Edwardian homes that you're ever gonna see. But let's talk a little bit about the borders of the Richmond District.
Okay.
This is a neighborhood that spans from Arguello all the way out to the ocean. So the southernmost border is Golden Gate Park. That's that huge park that we've talked so much about that we absolutely love. On the north side, we've got the Presidio, and on the westernmost border is the iconic Ocean Beach Cliff House, Lands Inn. Inner Richmond starts Arguello and then runs to right where we are here at Funston Avenue. So right now we're tweener. We go to 32nd Avenue is where Central turns into Outer. And one of my adages that I always like to say is that San Francisco is really one of the only cities in the world where it's less expensive to live by the beach. And why is that?
That's true, because that's where Carl comes in.
That's right.
Yeah, it gets foggier as you go more west in San Francisco, closer to Ocean Beach. But what I love about the Richmond area is the history. This all used to be sand dunes as far as the eye can see.
It's wild.
And what's really interesting about the Richmond is that most of these homes were built in the same generation. So all the architecture is 1910s, 1920s, 1930s. That's because the streetcar and the street line used to come out this way.
One of my absolute favorite parts about the Richmond District is the largest park that San Francisco has, and that's Golden Gate Park. It's actually 20% larger than Central Park in New York.
Fun fact.
If you can believe it, and runs the entire span of the Richmond District. It was originally built in 1870. This was all sand dunes when it was first constructed, and now houses over 10,000 trees, if you can believe it.
And what I love is all the different elevations you have. Right now we're above the Conservatory. I can see the Golden Gate Bridge in front of me and Temple Emmanuel, and I can see Sutro Tower behind me. So you have this amazing park that also has views.
It's no matter where you go in this amazing wonderland, you're always gonna find something fun. Let's head down and check it out.
Built in 1879, we're standing in one of our favorite structures in all of Golden Gate Park, the Conservatory of Flowers. If you can believe it, it is actually the oldest wood and sash building in all of North America. It houses over 2,000 species of different plants, Aaron.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Originally ordered by James Lick, think Lick High School, and he actually ordered it to be built, but unfortunately he passed away before he could see its completion.
It was actually the home of a refugee camp after the 1906 quake.
Oh, wow.
It also survived the quake, which is amazing.
Incredible.
Especially this old wood and glass building. It's now open to the public. And what I really like about it too is that during the winter times, they'll actually project these really fun and like little whimsical light shows on it. So you got to come check it out year round. There's always something new to see here. And that's what we love so much about Golden Gate Park. I mean,
every corner there's like a different new amusement or item to see.
You can see even just here the new art installations, and they have the Adirondack chairs for people to come and hang out.
Yeah, right over there is the new Goldman Pickleball and Tennis Center if you want to get your pickleball on.
And Koretz Children's Playground is one of the best playgrounds in San Francisco.
Hands down.
Giant concrete slides. I still have core memories from my childhood growing up.
I still have burns on my legs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You got to grab that piece of cardboard though, throw a little sand on it.
Yeah.
See, I taught him that. He forgot.
Yeah. After the Beta Breakers race too, Aaron, you'll see people coming through here. This is like towards the tail end of the race. You'll see everyone in costumes. And it's a lot of fun.
And then a few years ago, they actually closed JFK Promenade. It used to be that cars would come through here, but now it's pedestrians only, year-round, 24/7, and you get all the fun little installations.
But you can come out here any time of day. You'll see dogs, bikes, people walking around, picnicking. On the weekends, it's extra special. But don't forget,
we're like shutting it down to cars.
Yeah, don't forget, we're like half a block from the DeYoung and the Academy of Sciences as well.
Absolutely, you can almost see it from here.
Yeah, Aaron and I grew up going to the old Academy of Sciences. They've now renovated it. I'm dating myself, probably like 20 years ago. I love it.
This is the original home of the Ferris wheel too, which is now housed down by Pier 39.
That's
that was actually right around the corner as well.
You're also a stone's throw from Kezar, Aaron. Kezar is right behind us here. It's where the 49ers used to play back in the day. Now you can see some of our professional soccer teams play there. Yeah. It's a lot of fun, and that's just on the distance there. I love it.
All right, should we go check something else out?
Yeah, let's go see more of the Richmond.
All right, let's do it.
Welcome to Clement Street, one of our absolute favorite streets in San Francisco, and definitely one of the best streets in the Richmond District, Aaron. Best place to eat in the Richmond. You have a mix of old and new styles here. You have a really old school family restaurants and modern new fusion restaurants.
We've seen a lot of these places transform over time, but a lot of these staples have stayed put. So Toy Boat right behind you, here at 5th and Clement, we're really in the heart of it all.
We are.
If you go one block in either direction, you literally have an amazing bar, restaurant, cultural staple, amazing things every block.
Yeah,
in this
my
area.
favorite Irish bar is behind us at Bitter End. High Treason is one of my favorite wine bars right next door.
I mean, I can
Got
see
Las Marbles down the street.
I can see Green Apple Books from where I'm standing. It's one of the most iconic bookstores, not just in San Francisco, but in the entirety of the Bay Area.
This street has, think Aaron, Chinese, Burmese, Mediterranean, Italian, Turkish is behind you,
American,
Cajun, American.
All of it. They have
it.
English food, they have German food. I mean, Giorgio's Pizzeria is one of my all-time favorite restaurants. It's at 3rd and Clement. The place is killer. And right here, they'll actually close the street down on Sundays for the farmers market. So it's people from all over the Bay Area, all over the state, come in, set up their stands, fresh everything.
But because of that changing of generations, we have some really old school food, old school coffee shops. You get those old school Chinese restaurants.
Absolutely.
You have this new school modern flair coming in.
Well, I've even heard they call Clement the second Chinatown in San Francisco.
Exactly.
Isn't that kind of fun?
And some would argue that the food is actually better than Chinatown. So this is a food capital of San Francisco. It's just pretty amazing how much it's changed. And with that, Aaron, the real estate prices have changed quite a bit.
They certainly have.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of the most affordable neighborhoods in San Francisco for a very long time.
Used to be, yeah.
It's a single family heavy neighborhood.
Yeah.
So it's 65% single families, 35% multifamily condos, TICs.
Yep.
And the prices can actually vary widely. You're probably looking in the mid 1 million range these days to kind of start the conversation.
Yeah, well, when we started our career, this was under 1,000 square foot neighborhood. It's no longer that. It's over $1,000 a square foot. And now a lot of these single family homes, we're starting to see get into that $1,600, $1,700, $1,800 a square foot. And we're starting to creep into the $2,000 a square foot for the Richmond. I mean, if you told people that when we grew up, the Richmond was hitting 2,000 a square foot, they literally would have called you crazy, right?
Well, and keep in mind too, it's a gradient. So Inner Richmond is a lot more expensive than the Outer Richmond is.
Yeah.
But then it gets a lot less expensive as you go, and then once you get to the very edge and you get that ocean view, then the prices go back up again.
The Inner Richmond just typically has more amenities, more restaurants, more coffee shops, and it's closer to the center of the city, the north end of the city. So younger people that are moving into the neighborhood tend to love the walkability and the walkability to amenities specifically. So that's why you're seeing the Inner Richmond really, kind of a lot more expensive than the Central Richmond. People love this too because of commutability.
Oh yeah.
Because Park Presidio will take you right to Marin probably in 7 minutes, 8 minutes, whatever Aaron's record is when he drives fast. And it'll also take you over to the Sunset where we went to high school. So you can get really quickly through the park on Park Presidio, and that'll bring you to the Sunset District or bring you to the South Bay too, because you'll go along 19th Avenue. It's the most underrated neighborhood despite the real estate prices, but there's still a lot of opportunity like Aaron was talking about. Think Central Richmond, think TICs, think multi-unit buildings that might have a tenant in one unit and vacant another unit. We just walked through one of those buildings, and
those
you can
are
get
good hacks, house hacks.
Yeah, there's one right now listed for 1.7 where you can live in one and rent out the other. South of Geary, you get much better values than north of Geary.
Yep.
So if you want to still get into the neighborhood more affordably, come south of Geary. North of Geary is what Aaron just talked about, and that the prices will be a lot higher. Let's go check out more of the lifestyle in the neighborhood.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
We're now standing at Ocean Beach here in San Francisco, what I like to call the edge of Western civilization.
And the end of the Richmond as well.
That's
on
true.
Our Richmond tour.
That actually makes a lot of sense. If you keep going straight all the way across, I think you hit China. So
you can see the Farallons from here.
This is the end of San Francisco right here. It's also the end of the Richmond District. And it's housed by one of the most famous structures in San Francisco, the Cliff House. It's one of my favorite sort of iconic, fun, weird, storied houses in San Francisco.
Yeah.
It was originally built in 1863.
Wow.
And this poor house has burned down half a dozen times. It was actually rebuilt in 1867 by Adolph Sutro. And that Sutro name might sound familiar. He was one of the most famous mayors of San Francisco. Above us here is actually Sutro Heights Park, where his mansion and his family used to live. And what's left for his namesake is Sutro Tower, which is that big red and white radio tower.
Oh, you'll see his name everywhere, all over the city.
Oh,
but my favorite part up here was the Sutro Baths, which is right next to the Cliff House. It was one of the largest indoor pools in all of North America. Yeah, like we said, this is one of the most underrated neighborhoods in all of San Francisco, the Richmond District. We tried to show you a lot of the sites today.
Well, you got to see a taste of Clement,
yeah.
No pun intended. You got to see a walk through the park.
Yeah.
You got to see the iconic Ocean Beach.
It's underrated, but it won't be forever. So we absolutely love the Richmond District, and we hope you love it too.
Yeah, thanks for taking the tour with us today.